Welcome to the dynamic learning hub of XLR at Andheri East. A prime spot conveniently located at just a 5-minute walk from LIC Andheri Metro. In our journey of over a decade, we have proudly trained over 2 lakh students. We have also been recognized by Deloitte, Silicon India, and other accreditation bodies. Experience learning like never before in our spacious and comfortable classrooms. With high-definition projectors and state-of-the-art acoustics in place, we ensure effective learning even to the farthest point in the room. The hybrid mode is a game changer as you can enjoy the benefits of a light classroom from the comfort of your home. Even if you happen to miss any classroom session, you can still attend the same session with the same trainer at the same time at your convenience, maintaining consistency in your learning progress. Wanna get started? Join us for a demo or career chat over a cup of coffee at our Andheri branch. XLR. We don't just train, we build careers.
Yes, so the collaboration with XLR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives.
The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets.
So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if XLR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
It was a great course and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with XLR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank XLR for being a part of it.
I was very much interested in learning digital marketing course for a very long period of time, but I don't get a proper platform. So later for my college, I get to know about XLR and I enrolled in XLR course. It was really good experience. Our course has been taken by Mayur sir, and he was very good teacher. He not only focusing on theory part, he is doing how real digital marketing works, and it was in total very good experience. I get so much of knowledge here. They're not only focusing on study, they are also conducting different exam to test our
Hope you are doing okay. We'll start for the day. Sir, is I'm audible?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can take over the class.
Okay, ma'am. Just give me a second. Am I audible to all of you? Good evening, all of you.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. So just start for today's session. First of all, we are going to see what we learned in the previous classes, and after we are going to start today's session. Okay. So first we see what we learned in the yesterday's classes. So in the yesterday's 5-day classes, we learn more about cybersecurity. We go some depth into cybersecurity. We know about cybersecurity, we know about attacks, we also know about how actually data will be transferred from the servers to the devices or from device to the servers. We know about LAN, MAN, WAN, how these networks actually works. We know about some protocols which was used for transferring data from one laptop to another laptop. We also know about what is VPN, how what is proxy, how these things actually work. We know what is server and different other things. Also, we installed Kali Linux in our operating system. We use some commands to navigate Kali Linux and see how to use commands. Also, we see how we use information gathering tools to gather open source information which was available on internet. Basically, we use different types of tools in the yesterday classes like WhatWeb, Whois, Nmap, NSLOOKUP, Ping, and different commands. So from today's classes, we are going to more depth in cybersecurity and see how actually we get information gathering very easily, how we use different tools to get information gathering. Because see, sometimes what happens when we use a tool, it does not give us proper results. For example, in yesterday classes, we see sometimes what web and who is not able to give us proper results. Sometimes NSLOOKUP give us more result than what web. So every tool does not give you the accurate result at that particular time. So according to our hacks, according to our need, we always install new tools for our purposes. So remember, is there yesterday? No, there was not any yesterday classes. The last class was on Friday. So first of all, I'm going to ask you, do you guys have any problem in the yesterday classes? Please put it down in the comment box so I can clear your doubt and then we start to the next topic. Does anyone have any doubts? Protocols. See, protocols are basically rules and regulation which was followed by the internet to transfer data or messages from one device to another device on the internet. See, basically, on road, if you see, let me give you an example. On road, if you transport a particular thing from one place to another place, you need to follow some safety instruction or some rules. For example, you can't transfer a bed on a bike, or you can't transfer a car on a bike because it does not fit on bike. Also, it does not allow us. If you also want to transfer a bed on a bike, it may be transferred, but it does not allow you. The government will stop you and it will charge you fine. For transporting bed, we have different vehicles. From transporting cars, we have different vehicles. So see, when you transport different things, you have different vehicles. You have different rule and regulation. Same goes on internet. If you want to transfer data on internet, there are some type of protocols which we need to follow. For example, if you transfer live video streaming, we need to use UDP protocol. For example, if you want to transfer data from a server to computer, we use TCP protocol. For example, if you want to transfer a web page from server to device, we use HTTP protocol. Also, if you want to transfer, for example, data from one computer to another computer on internet, we use FTP protocol. So there are different protocols which we use for different purposes. We also studies all these protocols in Fridays or Thursday classes. I think everyone should be known about. The installation process is frustrating and totally different on Mac. See, sometimes it will cause problem because the versions are maybe not compatible. So you need to follow some instructions. I'll also give you a common link where you can see and how to download VMware or VirtualBox on simply on you can see on Mac. Just may give me a link. So those who are probleming on installing on a Mac, just let me give a second. I will give you a link where you can watch and install the full process of how to install virtual machine. See, if you don't follow the steps clearly and if you miss a single step, it will cause problematic. So you need to follow all the steps. For Mac users, I'm sending you a particular link, a YouTube tutorial where you can go and watch how to particularly install VirtualBox and Linux, how to install Linux in a VirtualBox. So just give me a time. I was just giving you the link. Just give me a time. I was just sending you. Say this link was for all the Mac users who want to install Linux operating system in VirtualBox. This is for Mac users, not for the Windows users. You can follow this link. So you can, and also remember, you need to follow all this step carefully. If you miss a single step, it will problematic for all of you. So those who have Mac laptops, watch this tutorial completely, and you are able to find your problem, and you are able to install Linux in the VirtualBox. Can you tell shortly how we can the installation process first? Can you explain shortly about IP address? Okay, IP address. Okay, first the topic is IP address, the protocols, and then maybe try multiple tools. Just give me a second. I will once explain subnet and VPN routes. Okay. Can you tell shortly how we can gather information from any one device? Okay, this problem. Like for directory enumeration, we should use first or another enumeration tools. So for that, so we'll provide a list of tools. Okay, I will provide you. And what is organic traffic in web page? Okay, are you guys able to see anything? I can explain. See, I think many average students have problem sorry about the inspector. Okay, so let me clear all of your doubts. So I think many of students have doubt about IP address. See, I'm telling you IP address in a very short. Sir, please Metasploit and Math explain. We are going to see Metasploit and Nmap in the further classes and from today's class, so don't need to worry. We don't really start it, and we are going to see very deeply and briefly and understand what is Metasploit and Nmap. So don't need to worry. Many of the students has not know about IP address proxy. So first of all, I need to clear what is IP address and what is proxy. See, IP address is basically a logical address of your computer or laptop or any network device. Remember, IP address is a logical address of your computer or any network device. It may be your phone, it may be your laptop, it may be your router. Second thing, IP address allow you to access internet. Without IP address, you are not able to access internet. Remember, IP address allow you to access internet. Third thing, IP address was provided by the ISP and it will be different for everyone. For example, if you are using a Geo phone, Geo SIM, the ISP is Geo. If you're using an Airtel SIM, the ISP is Airtel. If you're using some type of Wi-Fi router provider like ASTK Wi-Fi, so the ISP is the ASTK. So for different purposes, the ISP is different. So basically, IP address come in three ways. First, it is a logical address of your phone or laptop, which can be changed time to time. Second thing, IP address allow you to access internet. Without IP address, you are not able to access internet. Third, the IP address was provided by the ISP, which is Internet Service Provider, which may be different in every one case. I think everyone is clear about IP address. The second thing is proxy. See, proxy and VPNs are same. Uh, so I'm not able to connect my Kali to internet. It skipped disconnecting on bridge connection. First of all, go to advanced and see change from promiscuous mode. I think you deny it. Go on advanced, see promiscuous mode and allow all. Allow all. If you are disconnecting continuous on Kali Linux, go to networks, choose the promiscuous mode, allow, and then try to connect. Okay, I will try to share you the notes also. See, second thing is proxy. Proxy is similar to VPN. Proxy what does, whenever you want to try to access internet, or you want to, just give me a second, I will try to open the proxy for images. Just give me this one. I'll open the PDF. Just give me a second. Are you able to see my screen? Can I get a quick response, guys? Are you able to see my screen? Okay, I think everyone's able to see my screen. Okay, I will explain the inspector too, don't worry. See, here I can show you something. Here you can see the proxy. How does, see, this is the VPN. See, you need to understand this again. Proxy. See, this is a proxy server action. This is how a proxy is done. See, proxy is basically a device which is intermediate between you and the internet. For example, here this is you, this is your phone and laptop. For example, you set a proxy server because you want an external layer of security in your network. You don't want an ethical hacker or an attacker to see you on internet. You want to be hidden on the internet. So what you do, you simply use a proxy server between you and the internet. For example, if you're searching on a laptop, what is google.com? From here, a request was sent to proxy server that this computer want to access google.com. When the request comes to the proxy server what does? It will change your IP address. It will remove the IP address of your computer and add its own IP address. Proxy server has its own IP address, so proxy server has add its own IP address and the request, and then it's sent to the Google. When it goes to the Google, it will get your data, then again come to the proxy server. And when it comes to proxy server, now if the proxy server has your data, it will again remove the IP address of its and send to you. So now no one knows that this laptop has ever accessed internet. Everyone knows that the proxy server accesses the internet. So proxy server is basically used for hiding yourself on internet. Also, proxy server used for different purposes, like if you want to block some website. For example, you set a proxy server in your college and you want the student do not able to access YouTube in college. So you just simply block youtube.com in the proxy server, or you simply configure it. So when you try to access google.com or YouTube, you just simply type here YouTube, and when it comes to the proxy server sees that you want to access youtube.com, which was blocked by the proxy server. So you are not able to go to internet. Your request was blocked, and you see that this website was not able to access. So proxy server is basically used for two things. First is hiding yourself on internet, and second, blocking websites so you can make your system more secure. You don't want to access unorganized website or illegal website. So proxy server is basically used for two things. First is hiding you from internet, and second thing is blocking website which you want people don't able to access. Now I think everyone is able to understand what is proxy. See, if someone Kali Linux internet not is not working, just give me a quick view. I think after that you are able to understand. I think proxy was done, IP was done. See, I do you guys have any other problem? Can you tell me how we can gather information from any device? See, for gathering information of any device, you need the first thing is the IP address. We need different tools to gather IP address. We use different tools for gathering IP address. We use IP spoofing techniques to gather IP address. Once we get the IP address, we try to get information. So first of all, we need to get the IP address, and for getting IP address, we need different tools like IP spoofing tools, which will help us to giving the information. Okay, now we are going to just tell me again. Those students who have problem in connecting internet to the line in the Linux, just come here. I think wait a second. I just share my screen. Just give me a second. Is my screen visible to all of you guys? Can I get a quick response in the chat box? Okay, very good. So first of all, those learners who are facing problem on connecting Linux operating system to the internet, just open your virtual box here. After opening the virtual box, just come here on settings, click on settings. Here you see the network option, click on network. Remember it was attached to bridge adapter, and if your network was not working, see here you have different options. You can try first. Right now I'm using the Intel R wireless AC941. Remember you need to choose the wireless. If your configuration does not have wireless, choose all the default setting names and see if your internet was connected or not. After that, if this was also not solve your problem, just click on advanced, and here you can see promiscuous mode. For sometimes some laptop does not have the promiscuous mode needed, but some laptops need it. If it was denied, just allow all VMs, allow all, and then try to. Also, you need to set here Intel Pro empty for desktop. It was different for you in your laptop. Remember, this number was same for everyone. You need to choose the 82540EM. You need to choose this for your laptop into internet access. Also, you can try all the things. After that, I think your network problem was solved. And if this was not solved again, just change the MAC address from here. Just reset, and your MAC address of your laptop was just changed. I think your Linux operating system, and now you are able to access it. You need to follow this step. Also, follow these on the same on Metasplorer. Then, why that at that time you are able to access internet on both operating systems. Come to networks, just choose bridge adapter and this, and then you are able to access internet. Now I think everyone has clear about how to access. Just starting my Linux operating system. Just now it will start booting. So sure, share a file in the meeting. So I'm getting fatal error. I have installed many times. Sir. Fatal error. Can you just Vikas, can you just send me an image or any type of information, clear information, so I can see what type of error you are getting? What type of error you are getting? Ping Google. See, your network was not connected. That's why you are getting this type of error. In Lakshmodi, your network was not connected. That's why you are getting this type of error. You are not connected to error. Installation of Metasploitable. I will already tell you in the study classes, I think. Uh, yeah, just click on here, finish. You are using the Oracle Jojo, just click on here, finish. Yeah, promises mode, allow all. Don't choose anything on serial ports. Promises mode, change promises mode, denied to allow. Change promises mode, denied to allow. Swapna, change promises mode, denied to allow. Actually, just please start. See, if you have any problem, you can watch the previous classes. You'll find all the problems and all the classes here, and you can see what is the problem you are facing. If you have any problems on downloading Metasploitable, you can watch the yesterday class, both classes. In the third class, you will get all type of solutions. My colleague, just give me a second. I want to see this. Installation failed. You need to install it again. Just try to install it again, Dutta. Just see the PDFs which I shared in the second lecture and follow this to start. Which to select first. You can select the. Just give me a second. Select the second option. Yeah, real take 802. Select the second option. Second option. Sharna Kumar, select the second option. Then you need to install the VirtualBox drive. If it has a problem, then you need to install the VirtualBox drive. We already show you in the second class how you can install it. If you have problem, then you can install the VirtualBox drive. Okay, very good. See, sometimes your laptop has some configuration problem. That's why its problem was occurring. For example, you need to install the Microsoft C++ distribution. Sometimes you don't install this. That's why you are facing. So first of check, do you install all the requirements which was needed? I will already see you. You need to change the network setting from promiscuous mode to allow. So right now we are just logging here and we are going to see how we gather informations. So first of all, I need to log in here, which is Kali and Kali. Just give me a second. Just is my screen visible to all of you guys? One second. How many of you have facing the problem of installation of Linux? Can I get a response? How many of you are facing the installation of Linux? How many of you are facing the problem of Linux? You guys need to watch the second lecture. You need to watch the cyber security SDS second day lecture, where we are completely focused on installation of Linux. You can go and watch these videos to completely install the Linux operating system in your laptop. And I will share you also a link where you can just give me a second. I will just share you this link properly where you can find this. And maybe this is solve your problem. Just give me a second. You can go here. Just give me a second. I'll send you it properly where you can find. See, those who are facing on installation of Linux on Windows, I mean, those who are facing problem in Windows, not Mac, please follow this video to learn it. Only this video, not go on YouTube and find any other tutorial, because some tutorial was very old, some was very new, and your laptop sometimes not follow the configuration, so you are facing any time problem. You need to follow this lecture, this video, so you can able to sort your problems. I'll send this link. This is for the Windows problem. Just attendance link was visible at 8:30 or 8:45. Now we are going to start our today's session, which will be the information gathering section, and see how we can gather information. So just here, I think my screen is visible to all of you. See, for gathering information, we have different tools. We use different tools to gather information. Right now, we are going to see how we gather information like IP address of a particular website. Use different tools like NSLookup to gather information, IP address. We use Nmap. Also, there is one more tool which is very simple and used for gather IP address. For example, just open my shift here and just click it here. So right now, we are going to gather information using different tools. We use different tools like NSLookup to get IP address. We use Nmap to get IP address. Also, we use WhatWeb to get IP address. We use Goal is also to get IP address. We use these tools to get IP address of a particular target. Also, these are the information basically we are gathering. Also, we use what web to get most of the information like what a website is made of, what is the functionality it was made of. For example, if you want to know what is the functionality of google.com or Instagram, so just simply type what web or just simply type google.com. If you type here google.com and if I press here enter, see what web gives us the basic information of google.com like which technology was used to develop the google.com website. See, we get some type of information here. What information we are getting here, we just going to see it. First information we are getting from http.google.com.is. The first country, United States, we get the country name. We get the HTTP servers, which is GWS, which we get the IP, which is 142.240.199. We get redirected location http.google.ws. We get title 301 mode. See, sometimes we don't get this much information. We get this uncommon header count integrated security policy report only, extreme option, semicolon, XSS protection. See, here the google.com website was completely protected, so we don't get much information. We get simple information like HTTP server information, we get like which country it was, and we get not much more information about this. But what happened if we use different tool? For example, if I use nmap for google.com, see what happened. If I use nmap for google.com, see what happened. If I type nmap, then nmap is basically start scanning google.com. Where sometimes WhatWeb does not give you a very much important tool because WhatWeb is one of the most oldest tool which was used for gather information about a website. So we use Nmap to gather most information because Nmap was an open source tool which was developed and updated time to time. So always we are getting good result using the Nmap. So if I use here Nmap, see, and also there's one more thing. If you want to see how much result was done, you see the upper arrow key on your laptop. Just press when you press enter, you get the information about how much is done. See, now I think everyone is able to see this. Is everyone able to see this information? Is everyone able to see the screen? See, everyone need those who are facing. Does everyone able to see the screen? Okay, very good. Here we are going to see what is the important thing we learn in the history class and how we can implement here. Remember, we learned about protocols. I think everyone was remember. See, here we get information like starting Nmap 7.494. So this is the current Nmap version which was we are using. It was started. We get this information that at what time it was started. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Wait. We get this information when it was started. Right now it was like 10:01, which is by default time in my Linux operating system, which is different from the current zone. Also, we get nmap scan report for google.com, which is this is IP 142.250.199 and 174 for this IP. Host is up 0.647 latency. This tells us what is the speed or what is correctly doing the network. If you get latency like this 0.064, remember, don't go deep in latency. Just remember, if the latency is like this, means the network or the nmap scan was good. If it will be like very big number or it will come before decimal, like it will come like 2.34 or 5.64, means your internet was not very good. We get other addresses for google.com. It also find other address for google.com. There's not a single address. Google.com has different IP address. Google other address for google.com not a scan. It say it was not a scan. RDNS record for 14250. We get RDNS record, any domain name system record. Like this is also nothing like we need to know right now. Here what we get is important. Not shown 998 filter TCP port. Remember what is TCP protocol? In history class, we know about TCP protocol, which is a transfer control protocol. I think everyone was remember TCP IP protocol, which was used for transferring file from server to your device. So we see Nmap. You see there are total 65. Just give me open my tab, notepad. See there are total 65,000 ports available on the internet. 65,000 ports. 65,000 something ports. So basically there are total 65,000 ports. So Nmap does not scan all the 65,000 ports in the first scan. It will only scan by default the first 1,000 ports, and it will give you the results of first 1,000 ports. See, when I start this scan, what does Nmap simply do? Nmap simply scan the google.com and scan the first 1,000 ports. Here you can see what we get. We get not shown 998 filtered TCP ports. Means the 998 ports are basically secured by the firewalls, and it does not allow the Nmap to, you can say, scan it or transfer the data. So it was just simply blocking the Nmap request for getting response. So this is done because of the firewalls or the proxy of the network. Because these firewalls and proxy blocking the Nmap google.com, which is try to connect with google.com. We don't get this information. But we get these two information. The first is 80 TCP port and second is 443 TCP port. You see, we are using AT-TCP, means transfer control protocol. This state means this port was open right now. And the service is HTTP, means hypertext transfer protocol. And the second thing is 443 TCP open HTTP, means both these services was used for transferring data from server to your device. So right now we remember what is HTTP and HTTPS protocol. I think everyone remember. HTTP and HTTPS protocol are those protocols which was used by the web browsers. Remember, which was used by the web browsers to get data, to get web page information from the servers. So right now, whenever you open google.com, you will get the google.com photos or you get the google.com view on your laptop or your browser. For example, if I just type, let me open my Chrome. See, if I here simply type google.com, for example, if I simply type here google.com, see what I will get. If I simply type here google.com, see, I will get this information, only this, nothing else. I'll get a search page like this. So what we actually getting? We are getting this web page from the server, and it is done by HTTP protocol or HTTPS protocol. As you remember in the yesterday classes, we know about protocol. Let me just open you the again so you can able to see. Here you I think remember everything what is protocols. Just give me time. I will see. Here is the HTTP fight. No, here where is HTTP protocol? See this hypertext transfer protocol. So right now the google.com using a service which is HTTP and which is available to everyone. So this service is available to everyone. See what does it means? HTTP provides a standard for web browser and server to communicate. Means right now we are communicating with the server to the web browser. The definition of HTTP is technical specification of a network protocol that software must implement. HTTP is an application layer network protocol built on TCP. So see, it was application layer because right now we are using this application, which is a browser. So basically, it was application layer protocol. There are 7 layers in USI model, and the third, fourth layer is the application layer. So HTTP protocol is based click on the or made or created on the application layer because we are using all the functions in the application layer. After that, you can see HTTP clients such as web browser. Right now, my client is the web browser, and the server communicate via HTTP request and response process. So right now, my browser is the client. My browser is the client, and the server was sending me request through HTTP request and response. So basically, Google was using right here only two protocols, which is HTTP and HTTPS. Both are same. First is hypertext transfer. Second is hypertext transfer protocol secure. So that's why we are only getting these two results, and we are not going to see what other ports was doing because we are right now blocked. Because Nmap or you can say Google's proxy or Google Internet Security or its firewall was blocking us because Google is one of the world's biggest website, you can say developers or we can website providers. So it was basically a security high. So we don't get much information. For example, if I try the same thing with something like different thing, just clear my screen. If I the same scan with some different website, for example Nmap, and if I want to try the same scan with xlr.com, see what happened. I will get xlr.com. I want to try on the different website. Just open my Firefox. Right now we are not going to perform on XLR. We are going to perform on XLR learning. I want to know the what is the IP address. So if I type here just simply like XLR, and if I press here enter, I'll get this information like XLR global certifications. I'll just simply click here and see I want to right now scan this particular website. So I'll just need the URL. So just click here. Right now I will get this URL. So I will just copy this. You can just copy it here from, and when I copy here, just cut it out. And when I come back here, see what type of information right now we are getting. So if I control shift plus D, I'll just copy this. And if I press here, now Nmap was now start scanning the XLR.com to get information about XLR.com, like how many ports are right now open and what type of service is XLR giving. See, right now XLR gave us 4 services, where Google.com just gave 2 services. If I show you again, if I just used Nmap and my google.com, you see what type of information we are getting. So we see the basic security problem here, where google.com provide the highest security because it does not want that someone else hack their system or down their website for just a single minute. So their website was mostly secure by many ethical hackers, many cybersecurity experts, which are continuously performing their work. See, when we perform this scan, both are the same scan, a simple scan, a simple TCP scan. But in google.com, we get this result, where in xlr.com, we get this like information. And if you scan your college website, you will get more information. So see, the security of the level of website depend on how big the website is. For example, your college has less security, where XLR has high security, and Google.com, SpaceX, Tesla, Meta, these websites has very high security. So see what we are getting here and what type of information we are getting here. We are only interested on this information. So first we see, just see, we are not shown 996 closed TCP port. Still, XLR also blocking us to connect to the 996 port. Means it's proxy or firewall blocking the requests. Right now, what type of information we are getting? We get the first information, which is 80 TCP open. We get the HTTP service. We get 139. We don't know the state, but we somehow connect it, which was listed filtered, means it was open or closed, which say that it was using the net BIOS SSN. When then we get again 443 TCP open, which is HTTPS, and after we are going 445 TCP filtered, still we don't know it is open or closed, and we go and get the services Microsoft DS. Now, many of us confused about what is this NetBIOS SSN and what is Microsoft DSS. See, when you are scanning a particular network, you get different services, and many times you don't know, because as an ethical hacker or cybersecurity professionals, we don't know everything on the net. If a person does not have the power to learn everything, so if you found these type of things, for example, you find what is NetBIOS, what is Microsoft DS, you don't need to be worried what is this, I never seen this. You just simply need to copy this, just simply copy that particular thing if you find this. And if you don't know what is this, just simply go to Google and just simply put this and search what is this. Just simply put this here and search define. You know what is this NetBIOS SSN? See, net we here we get a simple information like refers to a NetBIOS session service, a protocol that facilitates reliable connection-oriented communication between devices on a local network, enabling application to share data and resources. So we know that NetBIOS SSN is a basically service which was used for connecting, or you can session, creating a session between the server and the browser, so can data can be transferred smoothly. For example, if you're talking to someone on phone, for example, if I call you and starting call, hello, how are you? I will say, you said okay. First of all, I say, do you hear my voice? When we start the communication on the Zoom meeting, I'm already saying, do you guys able to hear me? You say yes. When we both know that we both are able to hear each other, we start the communication. NetBIOS SSN was basically simple. When you go to a website, you create a session or you make a session between you and the website. And after creating the session completely, you are able to transfer data. Then the data was not, you can say, missed, or the data was not lost between the transformation. So NetBIOS SSN is basically used for creating a session between you and the web page. So I think you guys understand what is this. Also, we see the same thing. The first is ATTCP open, which is HTTP, which you know this, and this was used for transferring web pages from the server to our devices, and these are used for creating sessions to us for transferring data. because in XLR we are able to transfer data, because sometimes we use sign up on the XLR and we go to the LMS section to view videos. We use XLR for watching videos, we use XLR for sending out request or registration and different things. That's why it will need a session to create. Also, if you don't know what is Microsoft DS, just simply go on Google and search. Because see, every time when you are scanning, you get different services, and it is also possible that sometimes you don't know about some services. So if you don't know, just don't need to be worried. You just simply copy the service and go to the Google and search what is this service. So right now we see how a simple scan give us a simple basic information about our network or the hidden thing which we actually don't know. Just give me a second. See, this is what actually happened. So we see by just performing a simple scan, we know what is actually happening behind when we simply click on google.com like this. When we just, I just simply click here on here, and we just, when simply clicking on google.com or any website, for example, xlr.com, now we are able to see what is happening behind this. We are now see how this thing actually works, what type of protocols are using, what type of connections we are getting. Now we need to understand this. Now we know that how a connection was connected, how we are actually transferring data from our laptop to XLR or to the server. We know what type of services is basically using. See, there are different services, but these are not enough services. We need to get more services, like 10 services, 20 services, 50 services. So we use different type of scanning options. So for different scanning options, you can use this command, nmap/help. First of all, before going to all this, do you guys are clear about what I am saying, or do you have any problems? Just give me your response so we can solve, and then we are going. Do you guys have any problem, or we can go on further? But these services not showing for me. What might be the reason? See, the basic reason is like your internet was not connected. Your internet was not good. See, here the main thing is the internet. If your internet speed is slow, and sometimes if your internet is not very good, or you are using a proxy or different services, it will be problematic. Just give me a second. Yeah, here you can see you get also this option. Also, you can see you get different more than me option. You get 6 options, because sometimes maybe your internet was very time good than me. You can get three. Yeah, you can HTTP. You can get also MSRPC 135 TCP filter. Weberchan will get more results than me just by using this simple. See, when you are performing a scan, you get multiple results according to you. Sometimes results will be very good, sometimes results will be very bad. Remember, the results will always not be good. Sometimes it will be very bad. Sometimes you don't even get a single result. So you don't need to be worried. We are going to follow all the things. Easy solution, just but these services not showing for me what there is a new basically internet problem. So right now we are going to see what type of different things. No, we not going to rest. We are going to use different things. We are used to going different attacks, different terminologies, or different scan types. Right now we are going to see what are the scan types we basically use for performing on a target. So right now I'm just opening my metasploitable. So see what type of result we get when we are scanning our metasploitable. So just start my metasploitable. Also here we see what type of information. Just let me see you. Just right now I'm giving you some type of information like other. Again come to GitHub. Just open your Firefox. Everyone, those who have laptop, just open Firefox, and here type information gathering tool like information on. Type OSINT tools. OSINT tool for info gathering. For info, OSINT tool GitHub. Just type OSINT tool GitHub. OSINT tool GitHub. See, what is OSINT tool actually? Many of you don't know what is actually OSINT tool. Just open my Firefox again. Just And for those students whose laptop is just 4 GB or 8 GB RAM, remember, if you are using like this, your laptop may be hang. So if you are using different web browser, don't switch continuously from your laptop to Google Meet. You just need to simply put on your laptop on your Linux operating system, because if you are just going from one operating system to another, it will maybe problematic and it will give you sometime hard problems. It will may also crash your system. So if your laptop does not have too much RAM, just put it here, and when you open a particular tab, after using, just close that tab. So it does not require or access more RAM. So here you can see how much your system was right now accessing RAM. If it was simple line, then it is good. But if it like this, your system was using all the RAM and it will make causes. So right now we are here on OSINT tools GitHub. So what is OSINT? How many of you know about OSINT tools? Does anyone get? Does anyone know what is the information of OSINT? Yeah, we are going to see how we are going to bypass firewall. See, bypassing firewall is basic, very easy. Just give me an example. See, suppose there was a wall, and in wall there are 20 holes. Okay, so if I give you a rock and say throw this rock and send it from one particular hole, I think 99% time the rock was not transferred from the hole and go to the next time. If you throw the rock, sometime it will just stuck to the wall and get down. There's a very high chances that the rock was not moved from that particular place from the hole to the next time. But if I give you 30, 40 small rocks in your hand and I'll send all the 40 rocks into that particular thing, in the particular wall, then there may be a chance that 5 to 6 rocks will automatically pass from the hole and go to the next one. This is actually how we bypass the firewalls. Right now, we are just sending simple request or one request. But when we want to bypass the firewall, we just simply send not single, we send more than in 10, 20, 30, or 50 rocks, or you can say requests to bypass the firewalls. How many does know the information of OSINT? No, DDoS attack is different. Open source. You see, we are going to see. First of all, I need to know how many of you know the full form of OSINT. How many of know? Open source intelligence. Very good. See, OSINT is basically open source intelligence which was used for gathering information on the internet. So OSINT tools are those tools which was used for getting information on a particular network. I think there's a problem. Just let me see it. Just let. Is my voice audible to all of you? I don't know why this is happening. Yes, okay. See, OSINT tools are basically open source information tools, or okay, you can say open source intelligence tool, which was used for gather information which was openly available on any internet. Like there are very information about a phone number, like for which state it belong or which ISP product does it is given. For example, we get open source information like a website or an email or different things. So there are very different tools which we use for performing OSINT operations. Like just give me here, just begin my the browser, and you can see here we get the OSINT tool GitHub option here. So if you just click here OSINT GitHub topic, you will open this. I think everyone has GitHub tool, GitHub login, so you can use this. See, we get OSINT tools. The first tool is Serlock, which we also see in the yesterday classes, which was used for finding the social media name of particular person. If a person was internet, we just simply use the Sherlock tool to find that particular username or particular person information. Also, we get the web check on demand OSINT tool for exploring website data, which was used for performing website information or give us the basic information of website like what web or who is, but it will give more accurate results. Also, we get awesome OSINT, which is also used for different things. We get different OSINT tools. Like we have Ghunt, which is basically a Google-based tool which was used for gathering information about a particular website, which is very popular. Just back me goes. Also, we have different tools like just open me another tool, like this thing, Mag. From one username, this is one of the most popular tools which is used for performing open source information gathering. Migrate. This tool was basically used for gathering basic information about a person, You just need to simply give username or different things to get information. Here you can get the description about what is this tool. Magnet is a collection of dossier or person by username only, checking for account for a huge number of sites and gathering the available information. For example, if you want to gather information about a particular person that he was on Instagram or not, by just giving the username, you are able to see that person is on Instagram or social media or different website. For example, if I give him the username of my Instagram account, he will see that I am available on Instagram. Also, he will give me the information about like on other websites where I will also be available, like on Instagram, like Facebook, like Telegram, and different other things. See, Magnet is easy to use and powerful fork of Sherlock. It is a just extended version of Sherlock tool, where Sherlock is an old version and Margaret is the newest version. You can see how the installation will done. For Windows, you can just click on this repository, and for this, you can go to the Telegram, use different things. We get the full installation for this. For this, first of all, you need to install the Python 3.3 or higher. If your laptop or Windows does not have Python 3.11, you are not able to use this tool. And remember, you are also able to use this tool on Windows. There is no any problem that you are using only on Linux. If you want to use this tool on Windows, you just simply use Windows. For Windows, first of all, you need to go to here and see what type of repository and what type of requirements you need to do. After that, and if you are using in Python, just simply this. There are three things. First of all, you need to this thing. After this, you are able to install and use the migrate. For Docker, this is this. Now we are just using this, so I'm just copying this code and just come to my Linux terminal and just paste it here and see what happened. I'm just pasting clipboard here. So now it was just simply downloading the migrate tool and then just simply install it and then just simply we're going to use. So I'm just simply click here and right now it was just running. I'm sending you guys this link so you can also able to find that particular tool and also want to use this. So just give me a second. I need to copy this thing first. Copy. Just give me a second. You need to download the simple migrate. Just give me a second. I will also repeat it. Search on GitHub. Search GitHub migrate. I think this is a real name. Just let me check once again. Uh, Magret. Its name was Magret. Magret. GitHub Magret. Just simply search on Google and you will find this particular thing. So just wait a second. I will just send it to everyone. GitHub Magret. See, just type GitHub Magret and you get the link. I just also want to share you the link. Just open with the GitHub. I'm here. Just give me a second. Just give me time. I'll just give you the link. GitHub post and tool. Just give me a second. Just here you get this tool name, which is this Magret. Yeah, just need to do this. Or does everyone get the link? Yeah, I need to down externally manage directory. Just give me a second. Does everyone simply go to that and particularly and see what we are going to do right now? Just give me a second. When you have this, first of all, open that tool, okay? And after opening, you can do this. First thing, just come here on downwards. Here, if you are doing on Linux, you can see this cloning a repository. You just simply go here, simply copy this and use this, and it will start automatically running on your Linux. So just come here and see if there is some types of problem. I think I will get some type of warning. Just that you will get this type of prompt, like it was taken a very much large time to installation. I'll get also you get some errors. Warning: the script will install in home colleague. The harvester 4.1 required. See, I think I need to first successfully install Genova Max. Successfully. Just let me go. Just see is it happening or not. I think right now it will simply work. Migrate command is not found. Just simply checking ls. Migrate. Migrate. Lgred. Migrate username. I think this was not just a second. I will just see why it was not working. I think I need to do something else. There's a common doctor. First of all, I need to install this. After this, I think. See, you need to first install the all the three repository. Then I think after that it will start working. See, first of all, you need to these system because this is a very big tool. First of all, you need to install this. First of all, you need to copy this command. Just open a terminal. Let me just open a terminal here. Just simply, first of all, you need to the first command. After that, you need to use the second command. After it done, you need to do this cloning repository, and after it will be able to use. You are able to use this. Right now, I'm going to see that it is able to use. I think I am not able to right now. Migrate command not found. So I think facing some time error again. I think I'm using some type of error. Just let me check it again. I need to use this migrate dot py. Now I want to see that I'm also in Python. Migrate dot py. Right now, I think it is not working. I need to install something else. I need to do this Docker also. Just see after this, I think I'm able to run this. But right now, I think I'm facing some type of problems. So if you are also facing this type of problem, first of all, follow this step: cd double dot, cd double dot. Just open a new terminal and first of all do this thing. Before doing this, first of all do this. Just open it. First of all, before downloading this, run this command: sudo apt get update and upgrade. Run this command before getting. Just wait a second. First you need to do update, then do the upgrade. Upgrade. It was already upgrade. See, you need to do update. See, you need to do this sudo apt update. After the updation was done, we are able to use the tool, because sometimes we don't have the proper functionality like you see here. When I come here, open this again, just open me the file and not this, not tab, not this tab. See, we are getting errors like we don't have the actual version or we have just less version. That's why we are getting error, because our Linux was not completely updated. Because this Linux was very long time ago I installed, so my Linux was completely not able. So that's why I'm getting this type of error. And if you are also getting this type of error, you need to do this. First of all, you need to do this. Use this sudo apt update. After that, you need to install this tool. Yes, because if you need to install, because if your Linux was not completely installed, you will getting some type of error like this always. So first of all, use this command sudo apt update to update your Linux operating system completely, so you are not going to see any type of problem. Just give me time. I think my application was done. Now I think I'm able to use that tool again. Just try to again. Now I'm done. Try to install it manually. First of all, just come here. Okay, here. Now, first of all, I want to remove the file. So just ls, and I want to remove the which was right now in my desktop section. So if you already followed, first of all, you need to download and start it from again. So just cd desktop, then ls. Now we have market, so just we need to remove. So this is right now a directory. So we use the command rmdir to remove a directory. So rmdir migrate, and let's simply click here. Right now it was not empty. So we use the sudo rmdir. Do you see how you can delete the RMDI? Are you able to see the screen? Are you guys able to see how you can delete this? You can use the sudo rmdir command to delete. Do you guys see this? Is my screen visible to all of you? Just give me a second. I think there's a problem. Are you able to see my screen? Is my screen lagging?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay, okay. So you can use this command sudo. Just give me. Let me get here. Sudo rmdir remove directory rf remove file rf, and then the file name. That's rf, and then the file name, which is migrate, and just simply click here. Just sorry, I will get r. I'm getting an error. I think just give me a second. I think there's a problem. Or I'm there. What I'm doing wrong? I think I'm doing something wrong. RMDI. Sorry, just a second. I think I'm doing something wrong. RM migrate. Wire protection. No, RM cannot remove my Google directory. Not empty. I need to download delete it from here. Just check me a second. I'm facing some type of error. Just open. Just come here. Wait. Come here. I just move the trash. Now I'm trying to download it again from here. Just give me a second. Open again. Search again. OSN2. So again I'm using the OSINT to migrate. Just give me a second. Why this is problem for me. Just give me a second. Again I'm just trying to install this. Just let me open it again. Again just come here. Copy this here from GitHub. From here code, when you come down here, you can see this link. Just copy this, open your terminal, and now I want to open the root terminal. I want to install it in root. You just type my here password. I see this is working here. Just let me big my screen. I just simply paste it to board. And before putting, you need to write something like this in front of this: git clone, and press your enter. And now it will start cloning migrate again. And let's see now it will start working or there is a problem we are facing again. After that, we need to check here on the ls. We get the files. Just navigate this, migrate. After that, just click on ls again. Here we get this a second file which we need to install. That is, just come here again. Here we see the second thing which we do is we need to install this pip install migrate, and then we need to install from pipy, or we can use this thing. Now again, just give me a second. I need to first install this. So right now I'm doing again this. So now just paste clipboard here and just remove this last section usage and also this. Now just click here. I think it is not working. It will start downloading again. Now at this time maybe it will start opening and we are able to use this tool, which was basically used for finding usernames on a particular device. So before going on this, let's see how this tool actually working. Say if you're using migrate tool and you simply put a name, for example, you put a name like Aditya at the rate, for example, something like this at the rate 123 on this tool, and you want to find that this particular ID is available on Instagram or any other website. For example, if you're searching for a particular person and you want to know that he was on Instagram or somewhere, because open source information was basically gathered from the websites, or you can say on the Instagrams or social media on the website. So what does it does? Migrate has already predefined social media accounts on this, like 100 or 200 social media accounts, which was predefined, like Instagram, Facebook, Meta, Reddit, Twitter, and different devices. Also, there are some different websites. So what does it simply do? It simply go on every particular website and just search for Adit at the rate 123. And if it find anywhere Adit at the rate 123, it will give us the result. So it is basically going to on 100 or 200 websites and search this username on all the website and give you the result. So it will just like do this work. Where if you want to find a particular name on Instagram by searching this on 100 website, it will take a lot of time. But this tool just do this work in simply 1 to 2 minutes and you get a result. If I was available on any website, it will give the result. Also, if this tool find that I was available on Instagram from this username, it will try to see and organize my ID and trying to see if he finds any type of other URL, like some people add their YouTube account on Facebook pages, some people add their Instagram pages. If we found any type of this URL, it will also give you the result. So it will basically give you the whole information of a particular username if you put on this file. If he was on Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, or anywhere. So this is a tool which was basically used to gather information about a person who is on Instagram, social media, and different platform. I think we get sometimes this is the issue which we package mentioned above, not pip C above protocol. We still face an problem which was just let me see. Sub process exited with data prepared meeting task setup by error Python setup.py did not run successfully. Right now I think I'm facing any type of problem. This error organized from sub process and likely to problem with pip. Pip upgrade. Python pip 3. You can't open root mode. Just open it again. Migrate username. Just try to see is it working or not. This command is still not working. I want to do this again. I think right now I'm facing some type of problem. I don't know why this was happening. There's some problem with my Python dependency. I want to update the Python first. Just doing it again. Just I want to see my Python was. First of all, I want all of you to check what is the version of your Python. Just simply type here on your terminal Python and see what is your version. Python 3.11.8, which is just updated. Tab 7, I think they will. Control plus shift S. I want to update Python pip install get pip apt get pip 3 install. I think this may solve the error. Modded Python Python. Let's try to see. I think there is a problem I'm facing with my pip package. This is an issue with the package mentioned. Are you guys also facing this type of problem, or the Margaret tool was successfully installed in your system? Uh, yeah, I know that. I need to upgrade my modules. That's why. I think it will take too much time. Actually, this file was very high. Same problem. Done. You need to upgrade your modules. Yeah, I need to upgrade my modules. Some people, those who have successfully installed, you can use the migrate tool, like just simply type the tool name and just simply search usernames. Right now I think I'm facing some problem with my modules. I need to update my all modules, which I'm still trying. I think I will also already try this thing. I'll try it again. Just wait a second. Apt update. See, after this I think I'm working. I think there's a problem. I think everything is upgrade. Just use my upgrade. Right now I think this is the problem, because my system was not completely upgraded and some modules was not completely able. That's why I'm getting this type of problem. If you are also getting this type of problem, use these two commands, apt update and upgrade, and after this I think this problem will be short out. Right now I'm stopping this process because this will be taking too much time. It will take around 40 to 50 minutes. After that it was done. So if you are also facing this problem, you are used to use this two command. First, apt update command. Just give me the use this command because I am facing the problem with pip. So first use the apt update command, and after that use the apt upgrade command. After using these two commands, your Linux was completely updated and updated. Your all modules are updated, and after that you are not able to find any problem. Those person who installed the ISO image, they also don't need to follow this thing. Upgrade does not take 2 minutes because it depends on how old it will take more than 25 to 35 minutes. Also, right now I'm using multiple streams, so it will also lag the internet connection because which we are using right now to transfer the video conferencing. So how to open migrate after closing the terminal? If you want to open any tools, just navigate the tools. For example, if you want to just if you close this tool, for example, if you close this tool and if you want to open the tool again, just open the terminal and just simply type wherever you download. If you download in normal terminal, you open normal. If you download it in the root terminal, you just open the root terminal, just say Kali. And here, if you want to open your tool, just navigate there where the tool is. For example, right now it is here. Just go to the tools first, CD migrate. After you are open the tool. For this, how you open the tool, and for using the tool, you need to follow some instructions. See, I think I'm writing the name color wrong. CD MAIGRET. CD migrate. Now I'm this tool, and if you click here ls, we get this file migrate. This is our actual tool. You just need to type the name and whatever you are using now to scan for name migrate and username, and you'll get the different things. Right now I'm probleming with my pip, that's why I'm not getting this thing, because my Linux was not completely upgraded. Once it was upgraded, it was able to perform these things. I'm able to see you the things on tomorrow. If you are also facing this thing, you need to use this command apt upgrade. First of all, apt upgrade, and before this command you need to run apt update. First you need to run the command apt update. If you're also facing the same error, module not updated, first you run the apt update, and after update you need to run the apt upgrade command. And after that, if you are installing the market tool, it will simply install and there will no problem. After cloning the tool, just navigate to the directory, just simply type migrate and whatever the username, for example like this, migrate and username, for example whatever username you want to give, for example xyz at the rate 123. Just simply give the username and you can able to find the particular user id on particular more than 100 website or 100 social media platform, that this username is available or not. This is how migrate actual works. Right now I'm facing this problem, I'm really sorry for this. I will also able to solve this problem tonight. So now we are going to again on our scans. Just let me open it again. Just open my terminal again. See, now we are going to see again what we are going to do. So just give me a second. Now here you see we use different tools like we for performing a scan, like Magret, Sherlock, and email scraper, and different tools. So whatever tool we are using, we are just getting open source information from that particular tool. Right now I'm not able to show you any tools, but I'm going to show you the in the next classes or tomorrow. I'm going to show you how we use more than 10 tools in the next classes. First of all, I need to update and modify the Linux. Then I'm able to show you how you can simply install and do that things. For now on today, we are going on again on topic where we can perform scans using the Nmap tool. So first of all, now we are performing the Nmap tool on our this software, which is Metasploitable. Just let me open this. Just give me, I think it was just. I think everyone has installed on the Metasploitable on their operating system. Right now we just need to first find the IP address of this. See, for finding IP address we have two ways. First is just simply type here ifconfig and you will get your IP address, which is right now 192.168.201.100. But this is now actually happening. For example, if you are hacking a system, you are in a local area network. For example, if you are in a college or in your house or in somewhere, or you are connected to a local area network, and you want to hack someone else's computer, you don't go to someone else's computer and you need to find the IP address. You don't need to do this thing. For that, we just simply go to our Linux operating system and use a command nsdiscover. nsdiscover net discover. You use this command net discover. See, net discover is the tool which was available in Linux, which gives you the whole information about how many devices was connected to a particular Wi-Fi. For example, if you click here on net discover, first of all we need to be root. So just type here sudo and then again then type the password. See, now it will give us the whole information that how many devices was connected in our system. See, it will start it from 192.168.168 dot here to give you the whole information. Here you can see we get information like 192.168.201.100. We get the MAC address. Also, we get count 3, that it was mostly 3 operating system was more than us. We get this MAC vendor or hostname, which is PCS system Ching GmbH, which is basically the name of the operating system or the provider or the basically vendor name, whoever give us the thing. Second, right now my Wi-Fi was also connected to my phone, so we get a phone information, Realme Mobile T, which also we get the IP address of my mobile phone, which is 192.168.this. We also get the connection of another laptop which is connected to my Wi-Fi right now, which is this 192.168.87.71, which Intel corporate. See, right now, how many laptops or how many devices was connected to my internet? I will get all the information and see, they see that how many devices was connected to my Wi-Fi. So right now, more than 10 to 11 devices was connected to my Wi-Fi. I'll get all the information. Right now, the first thing I'll get is the Wi-Fi IP address of the device, like our this. Just give me a moment. Like this, our meta exploitable. If you see the IP address here, 192.168.201.100, which is same as here. When we use this tool, NSLOOKUP, we get the IP address of our meta exploitable. Also, I will get the IP address of a mobile device which was connected to my Wi-Fi. Right now, this is my Wi-Fi, this is my device, but sometime it may be some other mobile devices. Sometimes it's maybe some other phones. Also, I will get a laptop connection also, which is an Intel laptop, which is Intel corporate. I will get a laptop which is connected to my Wi-Fi. Also, I am able to see how many devices was right now connected to my network. So the scan was continuously going, and when it was completely done, I can see how many devices was connected to my particular network. And that's how I am able to find or able to hack a particular network. I think everyone is able to understand how this was done and how you can find how many devices was connected to your internet. Does anyone have any problem using this tool, Net Discover? How can we remote access to a computer? We are going to see that. It getting error. Migrate is an open source information gathering tool which was used for finding, you can say, basic information. Just give me some basic information about a particular username. For example, it just simply give you the information about the tools or different things. For example, migrate is basically used for searching social media names. For example, if you want to find a person on social media, more than 100 social media, that he is on social media or not, you can just simply choose migrate tool and enter the username, and it will open all 100 websites or you can say social media platform and search for the username. And if you find any username or any platform, it just simply give you the information. Just give me a second. I think my battery was just, I think, okay. So right now we are going again to our topic where we see how we can do. So again, can you give the command you just use? NSLOOKUP. It is the command NSLOOKUP. Just sending in everyone meetings. The command is NSLOOKUP. LOOKUP. NSLOOKUP. You can simply use this command NSLOOKUP. Okay, I'm trying to perform it one more time. Just give me a second. Just opening my Linux operating system again. So here you can see I'm just closing this again. You can use this command NSLOOKUP. Just open the terminal here from open terminal here. And using this command, you are able to see NSLOOKUP is a command. First of all, I'm type this command and tell you what is NSLOOKUP. See, NSLOOKUP is a command which was used to see how many devices was connected to your computer. I mean your Wi-Fi. So if you press NSLOOKUP, sorry, not NSLOOKUP, this is in Net Discover. I'm just simply type the wrong command, NSLOOKUP, which is Net Discover. I'm really sorry for this. The command is Net Discover. Net Discover. See, Net Discover is a command. Just need to be root. See, this is the command you need to find sudo net discover. And if you enter, you need to enter the password of your Kali operating system, enter, and it will start like this. See what basically net discover does. Net discover basically search for all the devices which was connected to a particular Wi-Fi, and it will give you the result. See, the most important thing is that Discover give us the crucial information about a device, like MAC addresses. See here, we get the MAC address of a device, and this is the most important thing which we need for performing hacking. For example, right now, see this IP is 192.168.100, but if I disconnected my Metasploitable and if somehow my internet was connected, the next time when this device was connected, maybe this was not the IP address. The next time, maybe the IP address was changes. So what I will do if I was perform hacking and between the internet was disconnected for this device, suppose internet was disconnected for this device between the period at that time what What am I able to do? I'm not able to do anything. My whole hacking process was lost. But if I get the MAC address, we perform some techniques like ARP spoofing to get IP address. If you have MAC address, we can use the ARP spoofing or different techniques to find the IP address. So remember, this thing we are going to see in the last section, because first of all, we need to understand the basics. Then we are going to see how we can find IP address using the MAC address. So here you can see you will get the MAC address of the particular device, which is the physical address. Also, sometimes if you just simply type the MAC address on Google, you'll get more information about a particular device. This, what is the device name, what is like it will be, what type of operating system is. So here we also get the MAC address of the device. Also we get the IP address, and this is how you are going to hack something in a particular LAN. And this is how cybersecurity experts try to protect these things. If you are a cybersecurity expert, you need to know which command is used for finding all the computers which was connected to Wi-Fi in a network. I think everyone was now able to understand how you can find all the computers which was connected to a network. So, sir, only one device is being so. I think your laptop was connected to only one connection. Uh, Aditya, from you, are you connected through a Wi-Fi or you are connected through your mobile network? Can I know? Wi-Fi. Yeah. If your Wi-Fi is connected with only one Wi-Fi, then you will get this type of result. If your Wi-Fi is connected with multiple users, you will get multiple results. And see, here it was going continuously, so you don't worry. Here you can see it was still performing the scan. You can see it will performing a scan. When you find it, it will just simply put it here. Right now, my Wi-Fi is connected with three devices. First is the Metasploitable. Second is the Realme thing, which is my right now phone, and the third is my laptop, which is Intel Corporate, and the second laptop. Right now, if we want to perform scan, first of all we get the IP address. Now we want to perform scans on this particular target. So what we do? Just open another terminal, and now we are going to see what type of result we are getting from Nmap if we perform on a system. So just simply type Nmap, then IP address 192. What is in your case, whatever is the IP address of your Metasploitable, just put it 192.168.201.100. And if you put here, we see we get some type of error like post sim down. If it is a blocking or things, try PN. And just I don't know why this was happening. Just try to check my Metasploitable is running still or not. Just checking. I've config. I think the IP address was same. Just try to ping it once. Ping 80 dot ping 80 dot. Just give me a second. I want to check the network rules. You see, I think it was not trans. No, it was just doing properly. I need to just see here why this was nmap 192.168.201. Just try to do again. Nmap 192.168.201.100. I think it was like ping. I'm just trying to do something else. I don't know why this is happening. If you also facing this type of problem, you just use this command try ping, which is basically used for blocking. Sometime it was block our ping network, so we just basically use this command. And if it's still seeing this, host him down. If it's really a blocking or pings, try this. Just let me see a second. I don't know why this is happening right now. I need to open again. Just try to do it again. And 192.168.201. I think this was saying that it was not up. I need to do it again. Just give me a second. I think there's a problem. I need to restart my Metasploitable. Send the shutdown to signal. I need to restart again. Just give me a second. I want to restart it. And after that, I think this problem was solved for the machine. Just let me open again. I want to start it again. See if this problem was solved or not. Are you guys still facing this type of problem? No, if your device is connected to, for example, if you're connected in a Wi-Fi and if someone perform net discover, your device will also appear on his and net discover API, or you can say in view. He can also see that you are connected to the internet. If you are connected in local Wi-Fi and someone run the command net discover in the Linux terminal, they will be able to see your particular operating system IP address and MAC on their net discover view. How will I be able to see that on net? Because I can't connect. See, if you are on net, you are not able to see the bridge connected device on internet, because net was just simply giving a virtual IP address. And if you want to see how many devices was connected to a network, you are come into a LAN or a local network internet. For coming into LAN, you just simply choose bridge adapter for both operating system, for Kali Linux and Metasploit. Yeah, if you connected your phone, it will show two laptops. If you connected one more device, it will show three. If you connected one more device, it will show four. For example, if you're connected in a network and if someone else used the command net discover, he was also able to see you. Sudo nmap works. Okay, very good. I think right now I'm also able to work because there's a problem with my MSF admin. Capture. First of all, I need to log in here. MSF admin. I don't know why this is getting a problem. Now I just see my IF config. See what is the IP right now. The IP 192.168.87.100. Okay, just control Windows so I can work. Now again, just come here and again I want to see the IP address. Basically, I use the command again sudo net discover. I want to see how many devices was connected, and I also open another tab for performing the scan. Simply type nmap. Is my screen visible to all of you? And then type the IP address of the particular metasploit which I get, which is 192.168. What is happening? Just 192.168 dot just 87.78. I think this is the right IP address. Let me just check it again. Nmap 192.168.87.78. This is no, this is my Realme phones. I need to do the Metasploitable. What is the IP address? 192.168.87.100. Is this right? Let's see here. 192. Yeah. TCS system. 100. Just come here again. Just let me open it. 87.100. And if I right now press it, it just seems again the same problem. I don't know why this is happening. Let's save it. Dot 100. Just give me a second. I want to disconnect my internet once again and I want to try it again. Just give me a second. I want to disconnect it. Just give me a second. I don't know why this problem was facing. How do you do this? I just need to do something. Just give me a second. I think I'm facing some network problem. Just give me 5 minutes. I want to reconnect it. Just give me 5 minutes. I'll just reconnect it and show you again. Just give me 5 minutes. Also, you also need to follow the steps. If you are also facing this, you need to also follow this step. So your laptop will also Metasploit will also not follow this step. First of all, I need to just do this headless start. And I'm coming down settings, just come on here. And I do this into extra advanced promises mode allow all. So if you're facing like this problem, you also need to allow promises mode allow. Change the MAC address first, just a few. I just change the MAC address. I'll just come on my Kali. Just let me configure the Kali. Just I shut down this first. Just power off your operating system and try to perform this thing again in settings. Come here, networks, go to advanced, promises mode allow all, and try to change your MAC 1 to 2 times. Then okay. Now I think I'm able to start this again, and now this time I think we are not facing problem. How many of you are still facing this type of problem, or does anyone have already scanned? You just use any random username, just like any random username. You just use your username. You don't need to be use any random. You just choose your username on the basically migrate. You can just use any username. For example, Aditya123, or you can just let me give you a username like this. You can use this as a fake username, which was created by me. You can use this EDITY. You can use this username, or you can use to try to find my account, which is very useful. You can just use this name Aditya underscore 21. You can use this username to find on different website. See, sudo nmap is not like this. Sudo nmap means when you are using sudo basically give you the use those commands which was root privileges. Nmap scan is not root privileges. Nmap scan is basically a small scale. So sudo is nothing like doing anything. Right now here the problem is about network. I think there's a problem with my network. That's why I'm facing this type of problem right now. So I need to configure the network problems right now. That's why I'm facing this type of problem. Again, let me just hit open again. Now this time I think I'm able to perform the open terminal here. Is my screen visible to all of you? Just see my Linux Metasploitable IP address, which is MSF. MSF admin, MSF admin, just log MSF admin. Now I'm logging. I'm just want to check my IP address again. Link and condition ethos 192.168.87.69. This is my IP address. Control F. And I have to perform again. Just see what type of this time. Map 192.168. Just let me see it again. 192.168.87.69. Dot 87 dot 87.69. See, now it was still working because at the start there is some network problem. That's why the scan was not done. When we have fixed the network problem, we can say this type of result. It say nmap now scan this particular IP address, or you can say my metasploitable. And if I want to see if this is the correct metasploitable, I just come here and use the command net discover to see that this is a device. And I want all of you to try the same command on the all of devices which was connected to your device. See, just come here and say just put here. First of all, see how many devices was connected to your laptop, then perform this scan. See, when we perform this scan, first thing we get is starting nmap, and we say at what time you started. We get nmap scan report. Host is up, we get that host is out up. Means the network was connected to internet, not show 977 closed TCP ports. Means it will also not show the 977 closed TCP ports. But it does not mean that all the 977 closed ports are useful. For example, just open my notepad and I will show you something else. It doesn't mean that if we scan 1000 ports, that means all the 1000 ports are useful. It doesn't mean that all the 1000 ports have services. For example, Nmap scan the by default the first 1000 ports. It doesn't mean that all 1000 ports have some services running. There is a chance that only 15, maybe 20, maybe 25, maybe 30, maybe 25 services was running on a website. It is not mandatory that 1000 services was running on a website because the website has mainly what it does. Mainly the first service is transferring messages to you. So it will use basically a service like FTP for transferring data from one computer to another computer. It will uses TCP services for transferring messages from server to your computer. It uses HTTP services or HTTP and HTTPS services to transfer web pages. It uses some type of logins, so which uses SSH. So a basically website uses more than 15 to 30 services, not 100 or 200 or 300 services. So if you get this type of results, means all 977 closed TCP ports, means there are not 1000 ports actively. Means there are only 50 or 40 or 30 ports in which we are getting access to these ports, and some ports we are not getting access because the firewall block us. So that's what happened. Don't think that all the 1000 ports have some services running. Only limited ports have some services running. See, when we come here, I think everyone is clear about, does you all guys get this type of result? Does all of you get this type of results? Am I right? How many of you get this type of results? Can I get to know in the chat box how many of you get this type of results? Sir, but Mac vendor section it's showing unknown vendor. See, sometime what happened when your laptop was connected to internet, it will if it was using a secure system, or if your laptop has a firewall, the you can say the your MAC address was not able to show on publicly. It will just find simply block it, and if someone had someone access to see it, it will see unknown vendor or it will say just unknown section. Because for example, right now my laptop has Intel corporate, so just simply tell Intel corporate my Mac, and then vendor is Intel corporate. But if my laptop has not any particular operation or particular vendor, it just same in unknown vendor. If it does not find it. So mine in TCP reports are shown are not. Mine in TCP report are not shown. Aditya Acharya, what you are saying, I'm not able to see. Does you guys have also this type of view on your laptop? Do you also get this type of output? See here what we get. First of all, we need to understand what is this things. See, we get this information like Nmap scan report for this particular IP address, which is right now Metaspread. We see there are multiple ports, we see state and we see services. So right now we are going to understand what is this ports, what is this states, what is this services. Also, we are going to compare with all the scans, other scans we perform, like Nmap for, just give me a time, Nmap for the google.com and Nmap for the, just give me a second, I want to open all the files. We perform Nmap for google.com, we perform Nmap for XLR. So Nmap XLR.com, XLR.com. Also, we see google.com. In different websites, we see different type of response we get. Here we see three things. First is the port, second is the state, and third is the service. What is these three things? What is the port, what is the state, and what is the service we get in a response? First of all, we need to understand this. See, ports are basically, see, for example, see, when you transport something on water, you see there are multiple ports. For example, if a ship was going from port A, then to another country, it will stop at a specific port, port A. It does not go to the port B because some ports have specific addresses. For example, if a ship was like very big, it was like 100-meter long. So the port was made it for the ship was also according to the 100-meter ship. It does not go to the port where the ship 50-meter stop or wait. So ports are basically a communication line in network from where the message will transfer from one place to another place. There are total 65,000 ports in internet which was used by the services to transfer data. most ports were used by the TCP and FTP protocol. See, it means at many places you see TCP, somewhere you can see FTP and different protocols. Somewhere you can see UDP. You can see two protocols. First is TCP and second is UDP. Right now here you can see we can't see any UDP protocol. Why? See, TCP protocol is basically used for transferring messages from server to devices, where UDP protocol is used for transferring messages from a live stream, from a server to direct to your devices from live stream. If you scan geohotstar.com, you can see UDP ports. You can see UDP services where we can see right now TCP. If you scan any platform which has performing live stream, we can see UDP services. So we can see different type of services right now here. So this is what actually happened. If you search zoom.com, you can see UDP services because Zoom was transferring video conferencing. So we can see UDP services. So this is what actually happening here. The second thing is also we see there second thing is state. What is this state means? We can see 21, 22, 23. Don't be confused about this 21, 22. This is the basically ports number which was open, and we get all the response that it was using TCP or UDP. Basically, we get only two information that it was using TCP. TCP is basically used for transferring data from servers to devices, and UDP is used for transferring live streaming data from server to devices. So right now we are getting data which was stored on servers. That's why we are getting only TCP, and this is port number. At what port number TCP was using or UDP. Second thing, we get the state that the particular port is open or closed, means that 21 TCP is right now open or closed. So we get see that all the ports are right now open. And the third thing, we get the service. See, the most important thing is the services. This gives us the information that the particular device was hackable or not. So what type of services we get? First thing, we get the FTP service. So what is this FTP service? In the yesterday classes, we know about FTP. FTP is basically a file transfer protocol which was used for transferring particular files from one laptop to another laptop in a computer. Means our metasploitable using a service known as FTP, so it can transfer files from its laptop to another laptop in the computer. So you know that the particular operating system, if you know that in your LAN there is an operating system which was using FTP. Remember, this is how hacking actually done. If you see in your particular LAN that there was a laptop which was using what FTP service, you know that the particular laptop or system was accessing a service which allow him to transfer files from his laptop to another laptop in computer. Means it can also perform remote execution. If you're transferring file from one computer to another computer, you can also perform remote execution through this service. So if you're seeing FTP, there may be a chance that you can perform remote execution on the particular target. So if you are seeing FTP, you can able to perform remote execution. Remember, second thing, we see SSH. What is SSH? See, SSH is basic secure shell logging. So we see it was also using a 22 TCP open SSH, means it was using a secure shell logging. We see it was using a telnet service. Now, in further classes, we are going to see how this service is very dangerous for that particular operating system and how we can hack this operating system using this alone service in a just single line of program or code. We get to see it was using the SMTP service, domain service, HTTP service. We see RPC bind service. We also see a NetBIOS SSN, which we see in the XLR.com. Means it was making a connection with a particular device or making a session for transferring a peaceful data. Also, it was using Microsoft DS service, and we see how we can exploit these services. We see it was using the login services X, it was using a cert services, which is also a very critical vulnerability. See, the basic critical vulnerability here is the telnet and the shell. Also, we see it was a different other services like login, shell, RM, registry, log, NFS. So we did different type of services right now it was using. And we know that what we are going to do with these services. As same as we see here, we get only C4 services because right now XLR was blocking our services. But in my Metasploitable, it was not blocking our whole request. It was just blocking our 50% requests because it was a machine which was created for perform hacking. So that's why we are getting this type of results. But when you perform scans on real target, you don't get that much request. You get like this type of request, like 80, 83, 139, 445, this type of request. We don't get multiple requests. Like here you can see we get only 5 requests. I think everyone remember in the previous scan we don't get 5, we get 4 scans results. In this scan, see we get another request like mid ML dev. We get NetBIOS SSN, which was used for creating sessions, and we get different service requests. and from these services which we are going to use for attacking our target and trying to hack the particular system. We are using these services to hack our systems. In a network, if you want to hack a particular system by doing a lab from your laptop without performing phishing or any type of external attack, from directly to your laptop, we uses these services. We uses the vulnerabilities which have these services, and we try to exploit, or we want to try to hack the particular operating system from our laptop using these services. So remember, these services are very important, and you need to know what a service will be actually doing. So basically, you need to understand what is SSH. The SSH is used for basic secure shell logging. What is Telnet? Telnet is basically a service which was used for remotely connecting two computers to each other. It was used in early time. So we see we have different services, and we need to know what is this services. I think everyone has clear about service, state, and ports. Does anyone have any doubt about service, state, and ports? Sir, I am unable to log in. See, if you are unable to log in on Metasploit, try the password msfadmin and msfadmin. Chetan, what is the problem? Do you don't understand? Can you tell me what is the problem? Aditya Acharya, you are scanning your device like 10.10 unknown vendor. I think it was your phone that is 10.0.2.3. It was your phone, I think. You see, if you are using your phone, that's why this you get this type of result, because your phone has Android, and Android was using different type of firewalls and secure firewalls. Also, it was using different type of security layers. That's why you are not able to bypass your phone. For bypassing your phone and seeing what type of services your phone was using, you need to perform different type of scans. You need to perform firewall spoofing scans, so you can firewall the you can spoof or you can bypass the firewalls. So what is SSH? See, SSH is basically a secure shell login. SSH is basically a secure shell login which was used for logging on a particular website. This is nothing more. Do you guys now what we are going to see? See, we get this type of result, but we are not happy with this type of result. We want more results. We want more type of results. We want some extra results. This is not enough for a hacker. This is not so good. So what we do, we use different types, and after that we are going to jump into vulnerability scanning, or you can say these steps include the vulnerability scanning. In the basic information gathering, this is all we are getting. We get the service information. Remember, if you are performing ethical hacking, you need to write all these things on a particular page or on a particular file. That what will you get in a scan, or what you will get in information gathering. Like you need to type, you will get the MAC address of particular device. You need to write that you will get the MAC address of particular device. You need to write that what this services you will get in this. Also, if you are using who is or what if, for example, if you are using who is for that particular tool, for example, if you are using who is for this tool, you need to know what the information you will get from using the who is tool. Like who is tool, what is the information who is giving for this particular tool. You need to know what is the information you're getting from the tool what web. You need to write all the information which you get from performing these tools, for example what web, and you need to perform this, and you need to see what type of information you are getting. You need to see what type of see we get this type of information, and you need to write these all the information. Remember, you don't need to forget this information whatever you are getting by using these tools. For example, if you are using WhatWeb, you will get information like it was using the HTTP server, which is Ubuntu Linux. It was using the Apache 2.2.8 server, which is Ubuntu DAV2. You need to write this IP address. You need to understand or write this PHP version. So this is the information you need to write it. You don't need to forget this information, because this is very useful when we go on further steps. So this is the information which we get in information gathering. See, this is information about other thing like what web about these things. So we need to write all the information which we get by performing information gathering. And this information is very crucial for us when we go more depth. Like for example, if you uses different tools, for example, a tool name is email scraper. Now I have a task for you. You guys need to download this tool, which is used for finding emails on a particular website. You can search for email scraper, email scraper, GitHub. If you search this tool, email scraper, you will get a different email scraping, or you get different types of email which was always on a particular platform, on a website or a device. So this tool was used for getting in emails on a particular tool. You can use this tool, email scraping, or different other tools which was used for finding email on a particular website. You need to find a perfect email scraper tool. There are different tools which was available on GitHub. You can go find any tools which you are comfortable. Just search email scrapper OSINT tool. Just type email scrapper OSINT tool GitHub. Just simply tap this and you will get a full result of the email OSINT GitHub top. Here you can get this topic and you are using different type of tools which was used for performing getting information about using email address. You can see this email OSINT or X OSINT tool which was used for getting information like different things. I'm just showing you this tool and we are going to use these tools in the next classes. If I today I'm going to customize my laptop completely, so we are going to use this tool completely. I'm just showing you something like here. Here you can see what type of information we are going through this. An open source intelligent framework created by Anonymity Hack 5 Team Terminal Society version 2.0. What is the option it will give us? See, we get an option like IP address info. By using this tool, we get the information of IP address. For example, what type of device is the currently IP address using. For example, if an IP address was used by phone, it gives us that the information that it was used by a particular phone or mobile device. Sometimes it will give us the mobile information like it was a Realme phone or Oppo phone or an Apple phone. Email address info, like it will give you the email address info like the who has the email address. They give us the username of the particular person. If you attack by someone, what does how does cybersecurity expert use these tools? If a attack happen in an organization, you get IP addresses in the log files, in the different log files, and you uses these IP addresses tools to identify where the IP address come from, what type of device was the IP address uses, from which country or which location does the IP address belong. You uses the email address. If you get a scam email, you use the email address info tool to get the information about the email address. For example, like who is the owner of the email address, what is the person name, and different other things. Extract location from image. You use this technique for extracting location from a particular image because see every whenever you see just open your phone and see the camera session, go to the camera, click on info. You see your camera has the permission to location. Do you really think camera need the permission of location? Why? Why does camera need the permission of location? Why does camera need? Every photo you will take has the metadata, and in metadata, sometimes your location was also stored. So if someone has found your photo, he can also get your location from using the image. You can search host search, you can force, you can exploit CVE, you can use DNS lookup, you can DNS reverse. You can also use this tool email finder, which is used for finding all the emails which was available on a website. So there are different tools which we are going to perform by using this particular alone tool, and this is one of the most popular tool. I want all of you to try to install and run this tool by yourself. If you are using any problem, we are going to see how we are going to use this tool in the next class. In the next class, we are going to use this tool, and after this, we are going to show how we perform vulnerability scan. I'm just giving you the link again. This is Termex. This name is XOSINT. You will simply search on GitHub XOSINT GitHub. Does anyone have any doubt? Sir, why it is coming when I am losing to Linux is showing intra from is resolving some kind. What is the problem why showing intra? Can you please give me a image so I can find the what is the problem you are facing? The attendance link was already sent in the group. I'm just giving you the again the link X OSINT OSINT GitHub. I need all of you to try to install. If you don't have any problem, just don't do it. If you install it and run it, then very good. Otherwise, we are going to see how we can install it and how we can going to use this tool to perform information gathering and other things. So just simply copy this. Does anyone have any other doubts for today's class? Thank you. Does anyone have any else doubt for today's class? Uh, if you have any doubt, just ask me. You will get 5 minutes to ask any question if you have any doubt. After that, I'm leaving the class. So you have 5 minutes. If you have any doubt from today's class, just ask it. said that bridge connection. See, bridge connection is basically used for making all the things. See, just let me show you one thing. If you're right now in VirtualBox, see, your VirtualBox had two operating systems. One is Kali Linux and is Metasploit. And behind the VirtualBox, you have Windows operating system. That is this. So right now there are totally three operating systems. So if you're connecting to a Wi-Fi, your main system has the Wi-Fi network. But if you're connecting these two to install and you run without bridge network, they two both operating system have a virtual IP address which was provided by the VirtualBox. But we don't want that. We want that all the three operating system like the Kali Linux, Metasploitable, and the and the next thing is our Windows was connected like a three-way operating system or in a local Wi-Fi. So we use bridge adapter. Bridge adapter simply change it and make the all operating system similar to the Wi-Fi network. That's why you are using bridge adapter. If you are not working like you see in the classes, I'm also able not to use the internet. So if you have problem on bridge adapter, just go to advanced, change promiscuous mode, allow all in both in Kali Linux and in both. You change the promiscuous mode and change the MAC address more than 2 to 3 times. And this will only happen when you shut down your laptop. If you don't shut down your laptop, this will not going to happen. So first of all, you need to shut down the operating system. Then you need to go change the promiscuous mode from allow all. Then it will be done, and you are able to use the internet. Sir, which all operation will be performed through this? We are going to perform multiple operations. Like we are going to see how we going to exploit a particular operating system. We are going to see how we particularly want to find vulnerabilities on operating system. We are going to see how we can use cryptography, steganography techniques. We are also going to see how we can simply attack websites like cross-site scripting, on-site scripting, HTML injections. We are going to see how man-in-the-middle attack was. Can you give the LinkedIn profile? Okay, I will give you the LinkedIn profile. There is no problem. I cannot connect with the internet. I want to practice on Meta but can't. Yeah, you are not able to do with net. You need to change to bridge adapter. First of all, you need to change to bridge adapter. After that, you are able to practice on Metasploitable. Both operating system have bridge adapter. After that, you are able to perform on Metasploitable. I think that's all for today's classes. Let's meet on tomorrow's classes and see what we are going to. BC first year. Suraj Panwar to you. What is the doubt, Suraj, you have? Is there any way to enter? See, by entering cybersecurity does not mean you are BSc first year. The main thing is matter how much dedicated you are toward your courses. If the teacher is teaching you something, it doesn't matter how good the teacher. If you don't give yourself, if I'm teaching like 100% and you're giving your 10%, it is equal. So it doesn't matter how good a teacher, it is matter how good you are understanding and how much you time you want to give. For example, if you're just come here and see 2 hours lectures and go, this will not going to help you. You will need to give your time also on the courses on cybersecurity, on blockchain, and whatever you are learning. You need to give your time on the particular thing. You need to practice on yourself. Yeah, ISS2 is a good attempt. Yeah, it is good. First of all, you need to attempt the CEH. After that, you need to go for this type of certification. Uh, you have also in advanced section. When you want advanced section, you also have promises. See, the real difference between ethical and unethical is ethicals have get the permission to hack something, where unethical does not have the permission to hack something. I'm doing BTech CSS. How can I go to? You need to practice on cybersecurity. You need to follow the rule instruction. You need to solve all the different type of vulnerability. You need to understand what is actually happening behind the network. See, cybersecurity is not only practicals, not only things. You also need to understand how an attack will actually happen. If you don't know how the protocols work, how these messages will be transferred from internet to your laptop, you don't know the theory behind the practical, you don't know how actually network works, you are not able to understand cybersecurity. So the basic thing is you also need to understand the theories, then you will understand your practical. After that, you are able to get a job in cybersecurity field. No, this is not necessary. If you have the skills, people will also hire you. You don't need to give the CompTIA and CEH for exams and jobs. If you have skills, everyone want to hire you. If you don't have skills and you have different type of certificates, no one able to give you the job. If you have certification like 10 to 20 but you don't have the skills, you will hired by a company, but after some time you'll get fired. But if you don't have the certification but you have the skills, which is very important for getting job at that time, if you join a company at a very low salary but your skills can give you the most important information and you can promote in a very short time. Yeah, okay, that's all. Let's meet tomorrow classes, and tomorrow we are going to see how we can use this type of tools and how we are going to see uses different tools like phishing. Also, we are going to see how we use phishing tools to gather information also. So in yesterday classes, we are going to see different tools. So be ready to join it and see how we are going to use this tool.
Thank
So
you, sir. So, yeah, we'll wind up for the day. We'll meet again by tomorrow at 7 p.m. Thank you.
thank you, ma'am.
Yes, students, thank you all for joining. We'll meet again by tomorrow at 7 p.m. Thank you. Good night.